this one. God, I tell you this every time.
These are all terrible.
This one, we'll just do this one.
Go for it.
Talking Beards is back with a brand new episode. Tonight, we will have Ron, Old Red Rice, and Andrew, Moustache, Hatton from the brand new show, Bearded Business. This show is debuting Monday, January 9th at 8 p.m. Eastern over on the newly formed Bearded Family Network on Facebook and YouTube. We're really excited to get into this episode and see what the Bearded Business is all about. Thanks for joining Talking Beards. And now, let's go live. Go.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody in Talking Beards world? We're here. We're live. This is episode number 198 of Talking Beards. Scott Sykora. We're getting close to 200. This is craziness. Craziness.
You know what's crazy? That water bottle on your desk. Real professional, Aaron.
What water bottle on my desk? I don't know what you're talking about.
Man.
What's up, everybody? I'm Aaron D. Johnston. As you can see, I'm on the road. I'm at the Honest Amish headquarters. I think this is the Honest Amish Talking Beard studio, something like that. I don't know. I've called it something like that before. But anyway, I'm here with the ducks or whatever birds are on the wall, parakeets, pigeons, bluebirds.
And the fancy couch.
Fancy couch. I have curtains that aren't new, that have been here the whole time, Scott Sykora.
And like wallpaper with hearts on it.
Yeah, and birds. This is amazing. Like, this is quite possibly it's never been updated ever in the history of the world. So
the party is here, Jonathan.
Yeah, the party's here, Jonathan. But yeah, what's going on, Scott Sykora?
Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Sykora. Thank you guys for tuning in to Talking Beards. I hope you enjoyed that intro I did. That was a lot of fun.
My gosh, that was so good.
Yeah, talkingbeards.com is where you can find out more information about the show. You can watch the show live over there. If you don't like social media and you just want to watch the show, go to talkingbeards.com. That's where you can watch it uninterrupted. But if you want to be part of the fun in the chat room, which you see everyone popping in here on the bottom, you can follow us over at Facebook or YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. Those 4 places you can also participate in the show in the chat room. So by all means, come and join us all over there. But that's what's going on tonight. We got awesome. Thanks for the end. You're welcome. We having a lot of fun here tonight. Apparently my signal is a little rough right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's telling me it's getting better. But yeah, we're testing the waters. We wanted to make sure we got a bunch of people watching the show tonight because we wanted everyone to find out about the Bearded Business show, which is going to be on Monday nights at 8 p.m. So we sent out a ton of invites. So we got lots of people here tonight.
I mean, it seems to be working. So a lot of people are watching over on Talking Beards, and that's where we send out invites. I know Scott sent out about 1,000, and I think I sent out like 500. So we'll see. Maybe that's the key. Maybe you just got to just bombard people with the invites on these StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook, whatever.
We like that, Travis. See, there you go. Alan's here, and we haven't seen him in forever.
What's up? Yeah. So, what's up? What have you been up to, Scott Sykora, for the last few days?
Let's see. Well, we spoke last week. Well, actually, we spoke. Well, gosh, we've been talking a lot more lately, which is good.
I know. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying to get back in the swing of things.
Yeah, because that's the only way you can make a relationship work is if you talk. And I feel like when you and I talk, like everything in the world goes so much better. Like at least in my world, like life goes so much better when I have my, like, he's like a vitamin for me. Like I need
I'm
to
your
have.
vitamin. You
You're
need to
my
take me
vitamin.
every day, Scott.
I'd need to take you every day. That's right. Travis says communication is key, and that's exactly it.
It is. Communication
See, John Faboulier says, I haven't been getting notifications for a while.
Me neither. Like this whole thing is super weird because I'll get notifications for the Craft Whisker show on Monday, but I won't get notifications for ours. And it's set up 100% the same way. Makes no sense. I don't know what has happened and what created that, but we're gonna be here. What's up, Chris Parent?
Chris Parent's here.
We're gonna be here every Tuesday at 8:00 Eastern, most likely. So just set your old watches to just beep at you or whatever.
Yeah, Quentin's here. But like I said, we wanted to get the word out because there's a lot of fun and exciting things that are going on in the beard community right now outside of competing, and we really kind of wanted to, it's the new year, and let's talk about some really great new things that are going to be happening for 2023. But yeah, so what have I been up to the past week? I just been working a lot. I should have actually
Beard Laws
posted.
doesn't have a watch, just so you know. Breaking news.
But yeah, just been working a lot. Been actually one thing that Aaron and I have been doing, which has been really fun, and I'll post it right up here right now. We've been doing a lot of artwork for shows and stuff, and we've just been doing some fun things. But so I've been working. One of the things that I've been really enjoy doing is making up artwork for our YouTube videos, and I was working on one for Bearded Business.
Look at that.
I was like, I needed something, black and white, always business. That's, it's like, stock tickers in the back and stuff.
It's got blue and purple on it.
Yeah, blue and purple. That's always
it's not black and white.
Yeah. And you know what, Aaron?
You did it. I didn't do that one.
No,
that was all you.
Let's see one that you did.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I hung out at the house I think that was pretty much it.
Wow, that's not what I said, but go with it.
What'd you say?
I said, let's see one that you did.
One that I did. Oh, mine aren't as good as yours. I did
show them the new background that you did.
Oh man, I can do that.
This is great.
I don't know. I did this.
I think it's good. What does everyone in the chat room think of that? Let's leave it up. Let's just leave it up for a few minutes while we're talking.
We can leave it up for a little bit, but obviously we got to make it go away when the guest comes in.
Just
because someone's a bonehead.
We could show everyone how you really messed that one up, but
yeah, here, hold on. Watch this. This is
dummy right there.
I don't know. I overthought it. I it made it harder to do it that way, but I did it.
Look at Jonathan Shields put his hearing aids in, so now he can hear it.
What's up, Jonathan Shields?
Ray Norcross is here. We got
our hot new. But look at this. I think the inviting thing works, Scott Sykora.
I think it did. We got Bethel's here. Gosh. Bethel has a show on the Talking Beards Network.
Yeah, so like Scott said, we're gonna have Ron Rice and Andrew Hatton on the show from Bearded Business here in a little bit, and they're on the Bearded Family Network. I think that's right. That's started out with Sitting on Sundays, and then Chris Parent and Billy, they just kind of branched off from there, and but they're doing their thing, and we really like the idea of this Bearded Business show, and you know what, we like those guys, so we were going to bring them on.
Yeah, but we like them all, but we thought this was an extremely interesting and different idea, and we figured that everyone that was into Talking Beards and into the show and going to competitions and stuff would really dig watching their show, which is going to be on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Now, I know it'll conflict with the Craft Whisker show, but that's only on every other week
so you can watch the Craft Whisker show one week, and then you can watch Bearded Business the next week. Voila.
Oh my gosh, we need to be here for Marty tonight. He's had a rough day, so we need to be here for Marty.
Okay, we're here for Marty.
Marty, what can we talk about to make you happy? What can we do to lift your spirits right now?
Hey, we got some breaking news, Scott Sykora.
Breaking news. What is it?
I know. Oh my gosh, I don't even have the breaking news thing ready. Anyway,
you got it.
There it is. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Sykora, are you ready for this? We got a couple of bits of breaking news tonight. So,
are you going to do yours first, and then I'll do mine second?
Sure.
Okay, go.
So everybody knows about this little competition that's coming up, and we're actually going to have Shannon Click and Beard on the show next week to talk all about You Matter Too. But yeah, we got some breaking news about that. So if you were at Nationals, you've already seen this little bit of breaking news. We were given, or Shannon was given, You Matter was given, however, a piece of artwork, I would call it, to auction off during You Matter. And it was given to us by Beer Team USA and Brian Nelson. Are you ready to see what it is?
I can't see. Alan Eckert says he can't wait.
Here it is. Not all three, obviously, but one of the end pieces with the buffalo on it. And we're going to auction that off at You Matter. And these pieces are huge and they're super nice. Like they are well-made, embroidered pieces of absolute art. And someone's going to be able to buy it. What do you think about that, Scott Sykora?
I think this is a wonderful idea. Yeah. So last year at the You Matter, they did a live auction. So like every, I believe they did what, like 3 rounds of them?
A lot, maybe 3,000 rounds, maybe.
Yeah. So what they did was they had a few categories, and then Shannon went up there and they did an auctioned off a couple different things, did a few more categories, went up there auction. I mean, they raised a ton of money, like that competition, and it was all different assorted thing. It was artwork, it was different things, this and that. But yeah, we want to thank the Austin Facial Hair Club and Beard Team USA for donating that. I mean, that was really, really cool of them. I mean, it definitely would be a fun piece to have in your collection of bearded paraphernalia that you display. I mean, it would look awesome right there. Maybe I can pick it up from Brian this week and I can display it for the show next week.
Yeah, there you go. Just forget to bring it to LaGrange.
Forget to bring it.
Jack, cool, huh? I forgot it at my house. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But yeah, that's my little bit of breaking news. What do you got, Scott Sykora? You said you had some breaking news.
Well, I do. Yeah. So every year they come out with a list of best bearded podcasts or the best breaking news, best ones, shows that you should subscribe to or check out. They just came out with the list of 2023 and
stupid
and go.
I don't have it.
It's not showing up, is it?
Nah. There it is.
There it is. Here are the 10 best beard podcasts worth listening to in 2023, the Beardcaster podcast. So if you guys are into listening to podcasts, make sure you go on any of your podcast listening apps and subscribe to. All you got to do, if you go to the Beardcaster, it does the same thing. The Beardcaster / Talking Beards, it's all the same.
Yeah, well, wherever these people get their source of information,
it's a little outdated.
Maybe they've just like, oh, well, it's that same, website. So we're just going to post what we posted 6 years ago, and they've not updated it. But whatever information they use is a little wrong. But in their defense, our website, talkingbeards.com, is just the Beardcaster website.com redirected.
It's either or.
So maybe it's something like that. Maybe they're just looking at the Beardcaster. I don't know what they're doing, but we're number 1. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's almost. We're going to be hitting 300 episodes here in a little bit. So we appreciate everyone that's listened to the podcast. I mean, if you guys aren't into podcasts, you're basically getting the same show right here, right now. We're mixing it up a little bit, and we're going to be adding some fun things here and there. Lots of cool things going to be going on for 2023. We're kind of Aaron speed. No. But we have a lot of fun little things that we have planned for the year. And Aaron and I are like really in a kind of a weird, we haven't talked about this, but I can tell he's like this right now, but like a weird creative mindset right now, where it's just like the gears are turning. We got lots of ideas. And once again, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we've been talking a lot more, and that's just kind of what happens. Jonathan Shields, we thank you for that.
His whole night is planned around talking beards. You know what, Jonathan Shields? Mine too. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Every Tuesday about this time, I'm doing this.
Oh, hey, Bradley. I got your card. Thank you. Travis
Wow.
Tyler. Wow, this is great. We got lots of great new people in here tonight, and I mean, this is great because
we're rock stars, Sykora. Breaking news.
What?
We're rock stars.
Oh, sometimes. Well, I did post a Rockstar short on YouTube this past week.
Yeah, check out our YouTube shorts. Scott's been posting a good bit of those. And, if you're watching the show and, you have YouTube, just go over there and just like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we would like to have more followers or whatever over there than we currently have right now. So that would be super cool. And thank you.
Yeah. And like I was saying, I mean, we have a ton of viewers tonight, a lot more than we normally do. A lot of new people, either both on YouTube and on Facebook, which is really great. And we're really excited because, we're introducing new people to another new show that's going to be premiering next week. So maybe it's time we get our guests on, Aaron. What do you say?
I think it is about that time, Scott Sykora. You ready?
Aaron, I've been ready.
So, tonight we have Mr. Ron, Old Red Rice, and Andrew, the Stash Hatton. And they are going to be debuting their hot new show, Bearded Business, next Monday, January 9th. It'll debut at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Time over on the Bearded Family Network. And Bearded Business has a Facebook page, and just, you can find it. Just type in Bearded Business. So let's just bring in these boys tonight. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
Hey, guys. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey, Rebecca.
Rebecca says, hey, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brian says, hey, guys. Pardon me. That was my bad.
Everybody's saying, hey, guys. So it's good to see you two are together in this garage.
Yes.
Man, y'all look so good.
We really love what you've done with the ceiling, as we talked earlier of this. I mean,
yes.
Hopefully we don't get kicked off of social media for broadcasting unfinished insulation, but we're risking it tonight for you guys because we like you guys a lot.
Yeah,
it's miles ahead of where it could be. I mean, there may or may not be a basket and a lotion and a well somewhere around here too. Just throwing that out there, but you
don't want to throw Ron under the bus and what he does in his spare time. You know what I mean? Like, don't just leave him out of this, okay?
Are you about a size 14?
Yeah, there you go. So, let's just get started. So, introduce everybody to who you are and what you're doing here a little bit.
Right on. Go for it, brother.
Most of you or part of you probably know me. I'm Old Red from Beard Mob, Indiana, president of Beard Mob East. But today we're here to talk about our new show, Bearded Business. It's going to air on the Bearded Family Network on Mondays at 9. This Monday will be our introductory show, and then we're going to kick into full swing the following week. So hope you guys can come watch. We're going to try to do some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Are you
super excited?
Word on the street is you guys are giving away a brand new car on your debut episode next week too, right?
What's up, Dan C. Bearded?
Yeah, we're waiting for the car to arrive here in the garage, and maybe that'll happen, maybe not. I mean, I wouldn't be holding breath, but yeah.
So you're saying that Dan C. Bearded is giving you a car to give away on your first
episode?
Wow,
that's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Right, big time YouTube star right there.
I mean,
absolutely. Reach out, DM me or Ron, and we'll figure out delivery instructions from there.
Yeah, help them out, Dan C. Bearded. They need that brand new car to give away.
See, look at everyone's all excited.
A Hot Wheel car.
That's maybe, probably what it's going to be.
The car was not specified.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, I saw a pretty good crate motor on the Facebook the other day, so maybe we'll do something like that. I don't know.
I mean, put a crate engine in a Hot Wheels car. That'd be pretty fast.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the show. Let's get people informed about the show, and then after we talk a little bit about that, then we'll talk individually with you guys about how you guys both got involved in the beard scene, and how, I mean, there are inner workings of us all together in the past and throughout the years and stuff like that. But tell us a little bit about the show and the idea and concept and what we are as viewers to expect with your guys' show.
Oh, absolutely. So I know Ron introduced himself. I'm Andrew Hatton, Andy. the Stash, as the club has taken to call me. I've been in the club, I think right at 6 months now. First competition in August. Got introduced to this amazing community through this guy right here. And it's just been no looking back. From there, it's kind of like, getting heavily involved. Ron reached out to me a few weeks ago. Hey, man, there might be an opportunity for the two of us to get together and put together a podcast around something completely, maybe not completely, but different, at least to my limited exposure around the whole bearded community and how do we identify and support and sponsor each other. And so kicking it back and forth, it's like, what if we focused on bearded business and not just your normal beard oils and butters and that type of company? And don't get me wrong, I think we all love them and need them desperately. But how do we focus on a different aspect? Those folks that kind of have a side hustle, right? That donate to our competitions with different types of trophies, and their side hustle helps support the community in some way. So it's really trying to spotlight and highlight those small businesses, those guys and gals out there that are killing it, not only within this awesome, amazing group of weirdos, but also making a living off of it at the same time. So trying to highlight those, spotlight those. How do we promote them, as well as, point folks in this great, amazing group of people to those individuals to help give additional sponsorship. It's all about how do we all support and lift up one another, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. Like we talked about earlier a little bit, but I just love that y'all are, well, kind of, but you're both bearded people, or
facial haired.
You're facial haired people. There we go. And you're going to be talking to other facial hair community people about something that's not bearding. I love it. I think that's super cool. I'm sure, there'll be some cross reference in there, and bearding will come up, obviously, but that's not the point of your thing. And I just love it. I love that it's something different. I think that's super cool.
Gives people a chance to see things going on behind the scenes and the businesses behind the scenes that aren't normally seen, but are a vital part of what we all do.
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
and like I had said when we were kind of talking earlier, like, I guess my assumption of what the show was more along the lines of like you guys focusing on like small time people starting small businesses and like kind of guiding them and giving them tips and tricks on how to succeed. But as we were talking, I was like, kind of like, no, that's not exactly what it is. But
you're not building businesses for people.
Yeah, but at the same time, your guests are probably going to talk about how they got started and the different ways that they went about selling their stuff, coming up with their ideas, promoting themselves. And it definitely will be a good place for people who might be thinking about like, oh, I want to start doing this or do that. Your show might be a really good resource for these people thinking about starting businesses or small businesses, to get ideas and to get their foot wet and to get started into stuff like that. So, I mean, your show is definitely going to be multi-purposed and multifaceted when it comes to not only showcasing guys that have been donating things for charity events, but also people that are going to be starting something new in the future. So I definitely applaud you guys for your idea. And that's why I really wanted to have you guys on, because I thought it was an extremely unique and fun idea and different. So thank you. I applaud you guys and I wish you great success on your show.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
When we approached Billy about doing a show on the Bearded Family Network, he kind of had the idea a little bit of the business aspect. How can we highlight these people? And then we just kind of took that idea and molded it into our own. And, I think it's going to be successful. We hope, like you said, Scott, we hope to inspire people like, hey, these guys are out here doing it. Maybe I can be out here doing it. Yep. And, giving them some background on, the different people and how they got their start, and that is vital information for people wanting, should I do this? Should I not do this? Well, this is how they done it and they're successful. So let's jump on the boat.
100%.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, there's a whole technical side of like law and like accounting. I mean, there's the whole aspect that I'm sure that'll never get talked about, or, that could be a whole different, that could be a whole different show where, it's like But I mean, you guys are just going to just get into the, the small weeds of them starting and stuff like that. So we were also talking about, like, what types of people are you looking at for your show? I mean, there's obviously people that are watching our show tonight that could reach out to you guys and offer, like, I'm sure there's someone in our chat room right now that is a small business owner who vends at competition, who donates things at competitions. I mean, what kind of people are you looking for specifically for your show?
We don't really have a mold. If you're kind of integrated or weaved into the bearded community and you have a small business, that qualifies. And yes, feel free to reach out. You can either private message the Stash or myself. Tell us what you got and what you're working with. We'll see if we can get you on the show. I mean, we want to open this up to everyone, and well, our eyes are kind of locally centered, and so if we can expand to the East Coast and the North and the West Coast, we're open to all those too.
Absolutely. And there's no specific medium, right? Whether you're a woodworker or a metal worker or an author or you know what I mean? It's that small business mentality and how do we, I think that you and Scott both mentioned it, right? It promotes the ideas and helps individuals who might be considering dipping their toes in, be able to ask questions, point to a different resource or a reference that they could, reach out to. So I don't think there's any limits on, what type of
product,
business or product or what have you. But, your involvement in the community obviously is a huge bonus. And how do we support you, collectively?
I know you've probably done some research on this a little bit already, but have you already started like compiling a list of possible guests for your show?
Absolutely.
Inside a black notebook with a diary lock in the safe.
Smart. About how many people are on this list so far?
We've got a few months worth of folks already identified. So
yeah, and that gives you plenty of content to get other people to come out of that you don't know about. So hopefully you can continue on and
that's our hope, right? I mean, obviously, you never know where paths will take you. But I think as Ron mentioned, you can't get wet if you don't jump in. So I think creativity spawns creativity. And so as that proverbial snowball starts, I think things will collectively build and grow from there. So
you may just start a whole disaster of people here. All these crazy
avalanche. So let's make sure we're not talking like avalanche.
Oh, it's going to be an avalanche. That's what's going to happen.
By tomorrow, we'll have 2 years worth of content.
Right. Hey, that's perfect.
Well, and that's the thing is each person that you have on is going to lead to someone that they know and someone that they know. It just once you start that ball rolling, hopefully it just opens the door to lead more guests in. And I know for myself, and we were, talking, we're getting close to with the podcast, 300 episodes, and with the live show over 200. There comes times when, it gets rough and you're struggling to find people or coming up with new ideas and stuff like that. And it just takes one little thing to just start the ball rolling and get everything going. The juices flowing.
And turn into an avalanche.
And then it turns into an avalanche.
Snowball.
Yeah. I mean, it is the season for snowballs. So, why not?
Right. Yeah.
It's all about networking and getting exposure.
Yep.
That's what it really boils down to.
Yep.
Is getting in there, getting to know people, meeting new people. Sometimes the best things come out of a handshake.
Absolutely. And it's why we appreciate, you gentlemen having us on, the Bearded Family Network, the Sideshow, Running with the Pack, sitting on Sundays. It's a great group of people, and honor for me, the new guy. I'm like the greenhorn or whatever of the group, right? There's a lot of seniority amongst the beautiful people that I get to hang out with a little more closely. And so, it's an honor for me to be associated with not only the Bearded Family Network, but this whole broader group of awesomeness, man. It just gets me excited. I'm sorry if I'm giddy about it, but
there's absolutely nothing to
get out of this group. So
do not apologize, man. I love your enthusiasm. I love that you're super excited about this, and I'm really excited to see what happens out of this whole thing.
Yeah,
It's gonna
like
be an
Corey
exciting
says.
year.
Yeah, Corey says right here, we can all help draw on strengths. You don't know the accountants, electricians, web designers, product testers. Who knows who can help other people out in strange ways? And that's exactly the nails right on the head.
Absolutely.
Well said, Miss Wilson.
Yeah, Corey's awesome. She's good with words and stuff.
Word salad.
She's just a
Yeah,
sweetheart.
that's her new nickname, Word Salad.
She's
Word
amazing.
salad.
She's an amazing human. As are so many.
I picked this guy up in Walmart and look at him. Best thing I ever bought at Walmart.
Well, tell us that story. How did y'all meet?
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Yes, I am a Walmart shopper. I don't care. Judge me. But yeah, holy
Everybody
hell.
shops at Walmart.
I don't know. So, all right, I'll jump in here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm at
Great story.
I'm cruising through. I do my shopping. I'm a divorced single dad. I do my shopping on Sundays. Cruising through Walmart, and I happen to be crossing this aisle, and this cat comes over and says, "Hey, this guy, I'm part of this beard club, beard mob. We do bearding for charity, and you got a pretty cool stash, and you should check us out." And I'm like, okay, that's interesting, right? So
I scared him. Let's just be
I'm
honest.
like cool, and Ron was there with Miss Meg, and it's anyway. So I'm cruising down the aisle, and I text my son and my daughter, and I'm like, man, you're not going to believe this, because I've only been growing this for about 2 years. You're not going to believe this. This guy came up and was like, I'm in a bearding club for charity. You should check us out. And anyway, we'll fast forward a couple of weeks. My son is a tattoo artist apprentice, and he gives me a shout out. And he's like, Dad, you know the guy that you met? Well, I know his daughter, and I know him, and I'm like, okay, this guy's legit. He's cool, right? So he reached out on Facebook, and went to the meet and greet at their first comp in August. Beard Mob, Indiana, here in Columbus, and it's been like, I don't know, gas to the floor ever since, man. It's
When I said you can't get wet if you jumped in, this dude's soaked.
So
Well,
yeah,
it's kinda
that's
nice.
pretty quick and the long of how we got together, and man, I tell you what, it's been just an awesome ride, and yeah,
So far, so good. I mean, you're doing things already, so that's huge. 6
you
months.
did it, man.
Yeah,
You did
6 months into this, for me, I wasn't doing anything yet. I was barely being able to stand on stage and not throw up. That was about all I could do in 6 months. But I can do that now. It's pretty good.
Well, yeah, that's
with myself and the club. I always tell them, don't lose steam, because you know how hard it is to start a train after it loses steam. So we just keep trucking, throwing ideas out there. Some of them stick, some of them don't stick, but we've been doing some fun stuff.
100%.
yeah. So that's what Aaron and I were we had this conversation. Was it today about how we were trying to like find old episodes of Talking Beards, and he was watching one of them. He's like, man, just look at me. I'm just sitting there. I don't say anything.
Yeah, episode 1 and 2, I'm just freaking sitting there. I'm like, why did y'all even ask me to do this show with y'all? Like, what was the point of this? I was worthless at the beginning.
Saw the potential in you, man. That was the thing. Like, you had the heart, you had the desire, and I knew, and I even remember the conversation that we had the one night too, where you were talking to, about emceeing, and you're like, I can't do this. I can't get up there and talk on stage. I've never done
my
anything.
exact words were, there's no freaking way I could ever do that.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, don't sell yourself short. You just I know once you get the ball rolling, man, like, and you find your groove, you find your vibe, like, I can't shut this guy up now.
Yeah, well, sometimes I can shut up, like tonight. But
honestly, before the bearding community, I wouldn't step in front of a camera or a mic. I would avoid pictures, and then all of a sudden, now I'm grabbing the mic on stage. And
yep, it's crazy. It's the craziest thing how this whole thing opens you up, and look at y'all.
So there we go. There's a story right there. So we were kind of discussing too before the show, like, and this goes into like, all right, your past and how you guys all got into the bearding scene and stuff like that. So Ron, you and I met years ago, and tell everyone the little story about how that happened.
So my actual very first competition was in West Virginia 2 years ago. And number one, I was nervous. It was my first competition. I'd never done anything like this before. And so we get there, and we're in this hot venue. It's a little cramped venue. It's just, I mean, miserable.
Yeah.
But we're having a good time because that's what we do. So it's my turn to go up. I've never been up in front of a crowd to do anything like this before. I'm tiptoeing out in front of the judges' table, and here comes Scott Sykora. Boop, got your nose.
On stage in front of everybody.
Yep.
What a jerk.
Right in front of everybody.
God,
It's like an icebreaker, man. And
Hopefully he gives me my nose back soon.
I know.
Right?
I was right here.
I got it. Who has your nose? Oh, it's not me because it's too red.
You know, and when I usually MC, like I can kind of get a sense of like the people that are, you know, mildly timid coming up, and it's like I want to try to make that moment like a little bit exciting for them. I want to try to like, hey, what can I do to break the ice for them? Have fun with them, you know, get them to laugh and lighten up a little bit, and you know, you just that's my thing. I do to people. There's a bunch of guys that I do that to, and like, and I always remember those guys, and I always do it to them, and they always laugh, and it always makes them kind of giggle and laugh and kind of lighten up and stuff like that. So I'm glad that I
made it through.
Be part of that memory for you.
Part
As
of your
Alan
memory.
Eckert says, it does sound like a precious moment, and it was.
Precious
had a moment.
Good gosh.
So
Precious.
Ron, how okay, let's go get back a little bit more on how you got started in this whole thing. Like how did you know you grew this beard and all of a sudden you're in a beard club and now you're doing a show? Let's go back a few steps. What's the story?
Man, it is absolutely been a wild ride. I never thought this would end up where it's at, and I see where it's going. And so I had a friend, and I'd go over his house and hang out. Rudy Sandog from Beard Mob, Indiana. He had a Beard Mob flag up over his couch. I was like, well, that's a cool flag. I have a beard. What's it about? He's like, oh, it's a Facebook page. Cool. So I got on the Facebook page, and I'm scrolling through, and I'm like, man, this thing's structured an awful lot like a club. So I call him. I'm like, is this a club? He's like, I don't think so. So me being inquisitive, I'm like, it's a club. So I reached out to Monty, I believe, first, and said, hey, is this a club?
What's going on?
Yeah. I'm like, well, put me in contact with who I need to talk to. And he got me in contact with Leo, who was captain of Beard Mob, Indiana at the time.
He's on. Leo's on. What's up?
Well,
What's up, Leo?
And, he told me the ins and outs, and I signed up, and it's just been crazy. Like I said, I started going to competitions, meeting people, networking, and I just fell in love, man. It's so nice to actually feel like you're a part of something and moving something forward. And that's what I try to do, is keep moving everything forward, whether it's with the club, whether it's with the Indiana Bearded Coalition. Just keep the momentum going. And that's what it takes, because the more we can bring people together and get people to do things, the more we help our charities and our communities.
Yeah. Good things we can do.
Yeah.
So speaking of, you touched on that. Tell us about the Indiana Coalition of Bearding Clubs. What's that all about?
Well, going to comps and things, I'd meet people from different clubs and all over the state. And I decided, there's 8 clubs in the state of Indiana. Why aren't I communicating with this people? Why are we not communicating with this people? And I ran this by some people that's been in the bearding community for a while. I was like, why is this happening? Well, there's just no central, no nothing. So it became a mission of mine to bring all these clubs together for the greater good. I mean, our mission statement is working together for the betterment of our charities and communities. And that's literally what the plan is for this. Yeah. We're going to help organize fundraising events all over the state, community outreach programs, anything we can get involved with and bring people together and all the clubs to work as one is better. Like I tell people, my club is my immediate family. All these other clubs are my extended family. And so
I like that.
Let's have a lot of family reunions.
So I think the connections of, like you mentioned, 8 different clubs in one state, and how do we all stay aware of and cognizant of and support each of those other groups, right? If we're all independent and doing our own things, there's more we can gain for the common good if we, collectively come together to to do that. So it's an awesome idea, and it's going to do good stuff.
And you also don't want to walk on each other's feet where you're having like, and I know this is Aaron and my big beef with the bearding community is, oh, hey, look, we're having a beard competition this weekend, and there's like 3 other ones that are all within like 50 miles of here, all on the same day.
Or two in
was
the
a
same
blessing.
state on the same day. So with that being said, have you had a good response from all the clubs within the Indiana area about this idea?
Yes, I have.
Good.
Right now, I currently have 4 representatives from 4 different clubs picked.
Cool.
Each club will pick a representative to be on. It's not a committee, not a board, just a representative that will take the information that we all put together and take it back to their individual clubs and meetings to be discussed and then brought back, and then we can move forward from there.
This is great news. I love
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea. I mean, it's kind of like what I think the Alliance, their idea for the whole country or North America was, but maybe that's just too big of an area for them to like really wrangle in all these little spots. I like that you're just Indiana and you're going to focus on your Indiana people and try to, you know, like we said, not step on each other's toes and try to help each other out where you can and stuff like that. I think fantastic idea.
We've actually had a couple other states reach out and say, hey, I like this concept. Can we get on board? I'm like, it's a free concept and I would love for you to get on board. Like, I will give you the ground floor of how I got this started here and you can do it there. I think it's some sort of organization between the states and clubs, because there's getting to be so many clubs. Something needs to be pulled together.
I know Aaron and I were discussing, this is another conversation I think we had. This was one the other day. We were talking about like kind of, this has been an ongoing conversation between like a group of us, but like the state of the bearding community and how some people think it's been like dead for years. And yeah, it's kind of been since COVID, it's kind of really struggled. And, you know, it's
like
a lot
Ron
different.
was talking about once you stop a train.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
it's
exactly
hard to get it rolling again. And that's where we're at right now.
But it used to be a train and now it's kind of turning into something different. And
a robot.
It could be a robot, Aaron, or a spaceship.
Train station.
Yeah. But anyways, my whole point is there was this train that had been going for over a decade, and it was organized beard clubs belonging to, you know, the coalition and all these different things. And it was basically the same thing that's going on now. But after COVID, it's kind of like dispersed into these smaller little cells of like beard mob sinners. Help me out, Aaron. Who else?
Talking Beards, the club.
Talking Beards, the club.
The pack.
The villains.
The pack,
but you have all these like little sub factions that have all kind of spurred out after COVID.
It's like the whole beard community, beard club scene is like shifted. Instead of being like Cleveland Beard Club, now it's more like an online beard club that has now grabs Cleveland or something like that.
And it's like it's like more grassroots, and it's more done like with guys like you or like the beard mob. I think the beard mob was like kind of one of the spurring moments of them, and that just kind of like exploded across the country, now overseas. But you guys have like really, we found like a whole new group of people that are like so gung-ho about this new community and doing like what you're doing, Ron, and just really just taking it by the reins and like, you know, riding that horse into that sunset. And we're like, you know, this is what I want to do. And this is how I want to bring people together. And it's like working and it's growing. And it's like, this to me is like the whole new phase and the whole new face of what the bearding community, I think, is going to start becoming in the next year or two.
And speaking of small business, Johnny Traffic Come Rodriguez is here.
Hey, what's up, man? No, I agree with everything you just said, Scott. And only thing I would just maybe modify is hopefully that riding into the sunset is a long way down the trail, my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the Earth is round, so you can't ever catch the sunset.
You
just drive into it and just keep going.
Round?
Yeah,
I guess That was a bad analogy. I was kind of rambling, and that just
you're good.
popped
No,
in.
Once he
no,
starts going, you just kind of just let him just keep saying all of his words. He
I'm like a
strings them into
train.
sentences
just let
real
him finish,
good.
Clark. Just let him finish.
Yeah, just let him finish.
He's making a word
So,
salad.
Yeah,
Word
so
salad, yes.
I know
Scott word salad.
I know, Ron, you already you mentioned your coalition of Indiana coalition of bearding clubs.
Correct.
You've got that going on, but you also have this little thing coming up, and I know it's
Yes,
months
we
away,
do.
but let's just get into this: the Bearded Theater. What's that all about?
It's theater, Aaron.
Theater.
We're going to put on a really nice play for everyone.
Yes.
Okay,
Bearded Shakespeare. Yes.
and then Ray Norcross is going to be there in a Speedo.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to take the show by storm.
Absolutely. Playing the part of Hamlet.
No,
In the
August 12th.
Speedo.
August 12th in Columbus, Indiana, we're going to be doing the second annual Beard and Mustache competition. This year's theme is Bearded Theater. And the reason for that being, we are hosting venue is a old opera house that was built in 1871. Has survived through that, went into a silent movie film theater, then to a regular theater, and then has been closed in disrepair for many, many years.
Yep.
Staple of our community. So when we had the opportunity, it's been about a 2-year project to get into there for this venue. And when we got the opportunity, we were blown away. I mean, they got a marquee. Can you imagine? Everybody wants to see their name on a marquee, right? And neon lights and plenty of seating. We got 2 lobbies. We have an upstairs hangout lobby. We got a downstairs mingle lobby. Yeah, I mean, it's a great venue.
And you're going to be able to utilize this whole space.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
absolutely. And I can't emphasize enough. It is an iconic location. Yeah, if you're from around this area, it's that old, Art Deco kind of style marquee that Ron was talking about. It's just the thought of having a competition there is just, it's badass. I don't even know how else to describe it. It's going to be cool. There's going to be foot traffic just from the local area to see what's going on, right? Bearded Theater or whatever is going to be on the marquee whenever we land that. But there's going to be foot traffic of people just coming in, checking it out to see, holy smokes, look at this place renewed. And then, holy smokes, there's a beard and mustache competition. Let's check this out. So it's awesome. It's going to be
What kind of details can you share with us about this already? I mean, what kind of plans have you already set into motion? Obviously you guys have the venue. What else?
Well, I can't say any names right now because they'll be released, but we have an
Mike,
MC. We have a 5-panel judge.
How many judges are you going to have? Can you
5.
say that? Cool. 5.
I talked over him. My bad. Sorry, Aaron. Shut up.
It's all good. We're working on food and beverage providers as well. Maybe something cool for the local scene that we can also help. When we talk about promoting communities, how do we help promote our communities? And if there's local establishments that we can pull in to help give them props and support our cause as well, mutually beneficial. So yeah,
you guys are giving props away, like for airplanes or boats?
No props for the play.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
The props will be auctioned off at the end of the play.
That makes sense. Yeah, you'll auction off all the props from the play.
We'll be auctioning off, as Ray's doing this Hamlet thing in the Speedo, we'll auction off the skull he's holding,
And then you can auction off his Speedo he's wearing, and then he has to give it away at
the
end of the show.
That's a whole lot of awkward sauce right there, man.
We're just trying to raise money for charity,
I'm new to the community, but I've only been to about 8 competitions, and that'd be a first for me. I'm just saying. I've heard some wild stuff going down, but
it happens. I've definitely seen
whiskers or monster ball for sure.
I've definitely seen things in the community that I wish I wouldn't have. And most of the time it's in Detroit, so y'all will be fine. You're in Indiana. Nothing bad ever happens in Indiana.
Well, yeah.
Now we're hosting a family comp. We're gonna have kids competitions and stuff, so it'll be pretty PC there.
Yep, absolutely.
Except for Ray Norcross and his Speedo.
Yeah.
Besides Speaking of Ray, right? I think I saw something come across the bottom of the screen here earlier about his ice plunge that he's looking to raise a little cash for.
Yep.
He's a wild man.
Figured I'd throw a nugget out there for Mr. Ray.
Good one from Traffic Cone Johnny here. He said he's seen sweaty thongs auctioned off, so it is a thing.
Oh my God!
I've definitely seen Josh Barefoot Brains bottoms get auctioned off more than once at beer competitions, I do believe. And I'm pretty
That's
sure I got an
impressive.
elephant trunk one in my house somewhere. Pretty sure. I don't know. Me and
pretty
Natalie
sure
were talking
no-
about that the other day, and I was like, where's that elephant trunk Speedo
Yeah.
thing? And I don't know. It's somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Scott will wear it.
I'm sure
No.
nobody's buying my underwear, so
That whole concept of the Speedo thing just goes way over my
He
head.
loves it. He absolutely loves Speedos. And I
Eric's
can't wait to
good
see
at it,
Scott
man.
in one. He's gonna
Me?
do it. Yeah. You
No.
should do it.
It's going to cost a lot of money to get me into one.
$1 million.
Barefoot
Potentially,
get an
yes.
endorsement by Speedo.
He should.
Actually, that would be funny to get an endorsement from
That'd actually
Speedo.
be cool.
I'd wear the one piece women's one over a Speedo.
And Andrew Matson has one of those
The
one
singlet,
piece
there you go.
things
Yeah,
like that.
the
Does he have
a thong singlet. There you go, Scott. That'd be
Yeah.
sweet.
What a
All
man?
pals, guys. All
What is it called? A
pals.
mankini? A brokini?
I'm brokini.
I think it's a brokini.
So
Yeah.
that's what a Brad has. Brad Paternick. He has one of the. It's like the one that
Borat.
Borat. Yeah.
Yep.
War.
I'm wearing one right now. I wear it every day. It just like makes you just get. It's like a hug, you know.
And then some. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the hug. It's like the hug. You're like, let go. It's good.
I'm done hugging. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh no.
So-
So here we go. Alan Eckert has a collection.
Yeah, he does.
My goodness.
So guys, your show debuts next week. I think I said 8:00 Eastern. It's 9:00 Eastern. That's correct.
It's 8.
It's 8.
8 Eastern. Yes,
So
sir.
Ron said 9. Wow, Ron.
I got fat fingers and can't type.
So 8:00. So do you all have a guest selected
Yeah,
for
who's
your first show?
guest?
The first show is going to be kind of an introductory show, although we've kind of done it here as well. But
This
so
is just
we'll
practice.
There you go.
practice
There
round.
you go. Yeah.
So we'll just kind of introduce ourselves, kind of give us some background on each of us, kind of mold and tell people what we plan to do with the show. Maybe have a couple fun segments in there.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back the following week with our first guest.
And you selected your first guest, or is it super top secret?
Super top secret.
I told you it's in a safe, man.
Yeah.
Man, that was
We don't
quick.
even have the
Like, y'all
combination.
choreographed that answer.
Yeah. You
They were
could, they
"No."
get scared.
Diary
I'm not
log.
going to tell you.
The combination is being carried by a venomous duck overhead, and it's just it only comes on certain days. So
Don't click on the duck; it'll close the window.
Yeah, don't click on the duck.
I
A
learned that one
venomous
earlier
duck.
tonight.
Ducks are evil. Did y'all know that?
It's a venomous duck, so it's super ass evil. I'm telling you.
Oh my
Venomous
god,
duck.
ducks are the most evil animal I
Straight
think
up.
on earth. I'm pretty sure. And then a venomous one sounds terrible.
Telling you, never pick a duck or goose up if it's next to its nest. I'm just going to tell you
Well,
right now.
Or
Don't
try
do
to
it.
give them food. They'll bite you.
I've been chased by plenty of geese.
I hate those stupid birds.
Canadian
Terrifying,
geese are a treasure. They're a national treasure.
Venomous ducks hiss. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Yep.
Those are
Wonder
Canadian
what sound they
geese.
made.
Yeah.
Was this you?
Not me?
Freaking Natalie.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Right.
They all said it. Everyone said it.
Yeah, that was not me, man.
Freaking Natalie. I don't like ducks.
Not even
Yeah.
Daffy or Donald.
No, those are stupid ducks.
They are Howard.
Howard's pretty good. He's probably
Howard,
the best duck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
we like Howard the duck.
blast from the past.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we want to thank you guys so very much for joining us tonight. We're very, very excited to have you guys on. We wish you guys the best of luck with your show. We hope it goes. We
Robot Scott's back.
are that your show surpassing that we've now. You probably just lost me.
Yeah, you were pretty gone. He was just saying, we love you guys and good luck with everything you're doing. But he added a lot more alphabet soup in there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys having us on. Seriously, I mean, I try to catch your show as often as I can, and obviously, daily life. But I appreciate you guys bringing us on to promote. Obviously, thank you to Bearded Family Network. Check us out next Monday, inaugural show. Check out the sideshow. Check out the pack. Sending on Sundays.
Something for every night.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate your time, gentlemen. It's been a good show, and thank you for having us on and helping us promote.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And yeah, good luck with everything. And like we've said, if you need anything, just let us know. So
absolutely appreciate that.
Appreciate
it. Yeah,
it.
guys, have a great night.
Later,
you
y'all.
too. Take care, y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, so they're like we said 100 times. Check out their show next Monday, 8:00 Eastern, over on the Bearded Family Network, or just type in Bearded Business on Facebook, and yeah, go watch those guys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what is that? Yeah, Johnny, you should make a really funny cartoon character of Aaron as a duck. That'd be funny.
I mean, that whatever. I could be like riding a duck or something. He already made me a cartoon character pooping. That's pretty good.
My gosh, we could give Johnny work every day for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he made this. Look.
I know.
Yeah, and then
he's extremely
he
talented.
did this.
Oh,
he's good, man.
I got a quick one right here.
Uh-oh. Got another one. I've got all kinds of Johnny little arts at my house, but they're next to my desk, and I'm not in my normal desk.
This is a really cool patch that he made, and it glows in the dark.
I like it. I like that it glows in the dark. Or you get that in Keller at Central Texas?
Yeah, and the thing is it's so awesome. I'm like, I don't even want to do anything with it. Like, I don't want to put it on something. It's like,
you don't want to mess it up.
I know, dude. He makes his designs are awesome, and on top of that, they're super high quality. Wherever he gets the stuff made at.
Yes, Goat Busters.
Yeah, Brett. Come on, Brett.
Come on, Brett.
God, I miss you, Brett.
We all do.
Once again, talking to Aaron every day, I'd hear a Brett story like almost all the time about him on his way to work, and you'd call and interrupt us.
Like, oh, come on, Brett. What are you doing, Brett? Yeah, because he'd hold it down, because remember for a year or something, I was late to work every Tuesday, and old Brett was just holding it down for me while I was being late.
Whoa.
Anyway, what else we got going on, Scott Sykora?
Well, I mean, it's time to wrap the show up, Aaron.
Yeah, go ahead and wrap that show up, Scott.
But yeah, so like Aaron said, next week our super awesome guest is going to be Shannon Chickenbread talking about the You Matter 2 competition, which will be benefiting the Health and Behavior Wellness Council of the Greater Colorado Valley. Last year, with the shaving of the mustaches, they raised what was it, over $35,000?
Like $35,000. If they do that again this year, that'd be super cool. But I think it might have just been the first year, just right out the gate. But you never know.
Yeah,
I mean, that would find out. I can't speak highly enough about this event, about the little town it's in. It's amazing. And
yeah, I think this
year's thing about LaGrange. What better reason to go to a competition just to be in a town that ZZ Top sang about?
Yeah, gosh darn, ZZ Top singing songs about towns we're having beard competitions, and it's an ironic they have beards.
And Scott Sykora, not really breaking news, but we have guests booked out for more than 1 week in a row.
This is good.
Unless something crazy happens, we should have a representative from this club over there in San Francisco, and they're going to talk about the West Coast Classic that's coming up January 28th there in technically Mill Valley, but it's San Francisco.
You just reminded me too of something else too. Yeah, make sure you guys go over to our YouTube page. We have the latest video up, the January beard calendar. Click on that, and Aaron and I discussed the competitions that are going on for January. And if you need more information on any of those events, there's tons of information in the links, but also go to thebeardcalendar.com, and you can find out about all the different events that are going on for the year, all over the country. So, and if you're hosting an event, please submit. There's a submission button on the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I can't say that one enough. If you've got an event coming up, please reach out and let's get that on the calendar sooner than later. Even if you don't have an event page, but like it's happening this day, just let me know, and I'll just put a bunch of to be determined on there, just so we can start filling up this calendar. So maybe it'll help people pick dates and stuff. It's starting to fill up. Like we've already got This time last, it didn't exist this time last year, but in February when I made this thing, I wasn't filling up, October, November, December dates yet. But this year, people like October slam full already. And it's, most of the year away. I know at least one of them that don't have an event page, but they're like, we know we're putting one on. So reach out. Let's get the calendar filled up so everybody knows where to go.
Yeah, and there's 7 events going on for the month of February already, and that's worldwide. That's not only the United States, but also the UK. We try to cover as many overseas events as we learn about because, I mean, we do communicate a lot with the UK beard guys and stuff like that. We really want to expand. I mean, we do have some fingers in Australia and stuff like that, but we'd really. Well, yeah, I mean, we have people from Australia watching the show every week too.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of this couldn't be done without our help from our friends and Aaron at Honest Amish. So make sure you guys, if you guys are looking for some new product, to go over to honestamish.com, load that card up and use the promo code Talking Beards, and you'll get 15% off your order. And in addition to that, if you order more than $35, it is free shipping in the continental United States. So
there you go. Yes, continental United States. Rajiv wants to know, can the calendar be by locale? Wondering if there is one in my new state, Wyoming, right?
Actually,
Wisconsin.
Reg, there is
nearby, hour from Minneapolis.
There is, funny you say that, because there is a competition in Peoria, which is where he was living before. I didn't realize you moved, but yeah, there's a competition in Peoria at the end of January this year. It was actually added to the beard calendar after we did the episode about January events. So
yeah, man, check out the calendar. There's something in January.
Yeah. So, but just look at the calendar and just scroll through it. There's so many events. Austin just announced Come and Shave It.
The venue is going to be it's going to be at the Sagebrush downtown on Congress Street. So be looking for that event page to be popping up any day now, probably. And everybody should come to Austin. February, what is the date?
I will say this, there's going to be a lot of events going on in Texas within the next 2 months. So make sure you guys, if all you Texas residents in Dallas area, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, wherever your guys are at, and there's going to be a lot of events going on in the next, actually 3 months if you talk going into March and stuff like that.
Yeah, because Austin will be on the 18th, and the next weekend there's another event in Conroe, Texas. So I think I'm just going to be hanging out in Texas.
Yeah, and and in 2 weeks, LaGrange that's going on too, and then the Longs, that event isn't that March?
Yeah,
the Northern Texas.
That's a different one. That's in April, early April.
March, April, same thing, Aaron. Gosh.
But BGG Grooming is from Dallas, and he says I got some on the way, so I don't maybe. Cool. Beer competition.
Let us know.
But yeah, thanks for watching tonight, everybody. It was a fun episode. We had some cool guests on, and go watch their show. I'm Aaron D. Johnston. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Aaron D. Johnston. Go check out all of Honest Amish's social media. I'm trying to do cool stuff over there, and we've got some things in the works, and be on the lookout for that. And that's it. Everybody have a great night. Anything else, Scott Sykora?
Yep, I'm Scott Sykora. You can find me on all social media at Scott Sykora, but we want you guys to go over to talkingbeards.com. Check out the website. If you have any questions for us, email us at talkingbeards1@gmail.com. Question, comments, concerns.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you. And follow us on YouTube and Facebook. We would greatly appreciate it. And share us with all your friends. You know that old thing.
All your friends.
I'm looking for one real quick.
What?
There's not.
What? Oh, share this episode. I like it.
How good we look.
God, we look so good. My beard isn't even that color anymore.
I know mine isn't either. Look,
we got old. All right.
Thank you, everyone. See you next week.
See y'all next week. Okay, bye.